Good morning, folks. I'm Dan. This morning I thought I would show you how I built the tooling and then the rudder cable outlets for my 701. They're the little covers with the little bump in them that goes towards the back of the fuselage that your rudder cable exits through as it goes back to the rudder. So pretty simple to build, really. The blank starts out as 80 by 80. They bump out. Let's see. I'm looking at the plans here. 25 millimeters wide is what the outlet part of it is, what the bump out is, which is 1 inch diameter, and they extend out 12 inches, so about a half an inch is what they've got. So all you need to build the tooling for that is a couple of pieces of 2x4, 1.5 inch long, a piece of 1 inch round stock. This happens to be a piece of stainless scrap that I had. Any 1 inch round stock is going to work. And a couple of screws. You need a hinge for at the bottom of it, and that's all you need. So I've taken my 2x4s, they're 3.5 inches long. They match up like that. There'll be a hinge on the bottom, so they'll open like that, and our rod will be down to the center at an angle. So what I'm going to start out doing is just squaring them up, and I'm actually going to screw them together just to hold them in place. Put your holes towards the edge because you're going to drill down through the center of it. And there's our blank. Now when we drill this through, we want it to be full depth on one side of it and only half depth where it's full depth at the bottom. Actually, it's where it's full depth, and you only want half thickness up at the top. So we're going to mark it from the center line. We're going to want it to match at the front, and at the bottom we only want a 1/2 inch, or at the top we only want a 1/2 inch. So we need to drill it straight down through at that angle right there. And you can use a Forstner bit. I'm just using a spade bit, and I'm going to start out in the center, and we want to angle that up that way so it comes out straight down. So to line up that line, what I'm going to do, let's have it up here. What I want to do is line up my hole just like that, and I'm just going to clamp a piece flat on the side to use as a guide. Now we're all set up and ready to fixture it. Let's move over to the drill press and we'll go ahead and get that drilled. Alright, I set this up at the drill press, and I don't have quite enough throw to get this all in one setup, so we'll have to do it in one. But all I've done is I've made a center mark in the center. We're going to start drilling right through the center, and we should come up just about where we want to be. There's our hole. I think that'll be acceptable. We're off just a little bit, but I will bet for this application that'll work just fine. So let's go back over to the bench and put some hinges on and put our rod in and see how it looks. Go ahead and pull our guides off the side. Hinges will mount right on there. You can smooth those up a little bit with a piece of sandpaper. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Let me cut out a couple of blanks. We'll take it into the vise and squeeze a couple of them and see how they look. Alright, well, we'll have to forgive my exceptionally messy bench. It's always a messy bench, but it's really messy this morning. I've got a couple little projects going on. Here's our little forming die. Goes just like that. You take your blank, which they call 16 thousandths 80 by 80, and you kind of center it up where you want it there. And then we're just going to squeeze it right like that. Okay, and after they're squeezed, why, you can tweak them a little bit if you need to get your diameter and get them to fit the way you want. Go ahead and mark your lines. You can cut your contours, put your rivets in when you attach them to the side of the fuselage. And that's all there is to it. Quick and easy. And if you found these videos helpful for you, why, please go ahead and subscribe. We'll be putting out a lot more of this kind of stuff as we build this airplane. Plus lots of shop projects going on. So thanks for taking the time to watch.